Hey guys, just a little housekeeping before this episode starts. We have a new podcast feed from the last episode, so make sure to go and subscribe to that. Starting this episode, this podcast will be releasing every Tuesday at midnight. We hope to be a part of your weekly routine and commute. And one more thing. Tomorrow is Wednesday, October 6th, and it's Preston's 21st birthday. So go leave him lots of birthday messages to make him smile, blow him up on his personal account and the Highly Suspicious podcast account that he runs. Handles and timestamps in the description below. Enjoy the show. Hello everybody, welcome to the... What the fuck's this called?
You're good.
I breathed in so fucking much that it went to my brain.
I mean, that's what's supposed to happen.
The engine's stalled.
Sometimes. Hello everybody, welcome to the Highly Suspicious podcast with Louie and Preston. I'm Louie.
I'm Preston.
We are reporting once again live from the trap house. We have a coffee table now. And we actually also have our first special guest.
Carl.
That's me. I'm special. I'm special. My mom told me. Yeah, I'm Carl Harris.
Give
comedian.
him a real introduction.
I was trying.
All right, I'll do it.
You just threw him to the wolves.
Okay, do you want it?
No one wants to work anymore. Local comedian Carl Harris reporting live from the trap house. I gotta do Louie's job too.
Well, I was just... I don't have to cut any of this out.
Yeah, this could just be like...
It could just be a bunch of us doing the opening over and over again.
So, so the last podcast, I had show notes and all this stuff. I had like an outline.
I told him like...
We don't have anything this week. This episode's heart and soul is you.
Oh, wow. That's very comforting to hear. Well, how romantic.
Carl's actually a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, professionally. I have a license and everything.
A license?
Yeah. They're giving those out now.
Who the fuck gave you a license?
Well, you kind of, it's one of those things you just got to apply for. You just pay for it monthly.
Monthly?
Yeah.
You have a monthly subscription to being a stand-up?
Yeah, it's just a little slip of paper. It's like a COVID vaccination card, like one of those little things. But,
nice.
yeah.
We don't do hot button issues like that here.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't.
I'm fucking with you.
Too political.
Do you have any upcoming shows?
No, I'm a lazy bastard. Next question.
I know I said that this wasn't going to be like an interview thing, but like, do you have do you like the other stand-ups that you work with?
That I work with? My coworkers?
Yeah, your coworkers. Do you like have a deeper appreciation for like stand-up comedy?
Well, it's not, what, from watching my peers? Is that what you're saying? Just from doing it?
Yeah, do you have like... I'm just trying to set it up because like Preston really likes stand-up comedy.
Like I have favorites. Not just like a favorite stand-up comedian that I like.
Okay, yes.
And
you have multiple.
And I've come over here before and we've just been watching stand-up. And it's cool. Some of it can be funny, but some of it can be really bad.
That's the first thing you learn in the business, really, is some of it can be really bad, especially when you're starting out. Most of it will come from you, actually, from yourself. So.
You think so? So you look at all the other comedians and you're like, damn, these people are so much better than me.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. I do that just in everyday life, actually. See, regular people, even the bum on the street, I'm like, he's probably got something to do, something to do this afternoon. What am I going to do? Hotbox in my car, maybe? That's my plans for the day,
that's the life. That's the life of an entertainer. We're professional podcast hosts. So.
Professional.
That's how we live, too. So do you have, like, another job?
Do I have another job?
Day job?
Yeah, I do have a day job. I do have a day job. I don't like it, but...
Who does?
Do you dream of doing comedy, like, full-time? Do you want to quit your day job?
Yeah, I mean, course, that's like the dream. That's the
That's
main
the
goal.
dream.
That's the main goal. To blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
So
Yeah, I mean, of course, obviously.
I know you're joking, but like, do you think you would distance yourself from a lot of people, like if you did blow the fuck up and get like super famous?
No.
I think I would.
Really? I mean, certain people, but I feel like I want to be one of those people that like I just get enough money to maybe I can treat my friends every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like buy a nice lunch or or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I just want to not appear broke. That's it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna buy anybody a car, but I'll buy you a sandwich, baby.
You have your sights set so high.
Yeah, you gotta set realistic goals.
Just like a nice lunch at like McAllister's or something.
Dude.
How about you like a potato salad, maybe?
Some mac and cheese.
I'll comfortably and be able to pay my rent for the month. Just be able to do that. So
I think self-employment is just like the best way to live in America, for real. If you like have your own thing,
you're your own boss, really.
It's
comedy people are kind of like I wouldn't say your boss, but they're kind of your consultants, really. The people.
What comedy people?
The audience.
The comedy
you're kind of
people.
consulting them. You're like, hey, is this funny?
You're still in like the service industry, kind of like your job is entertainment, and
But
like there's an expectation, but
you don't have anybody you're really answering to though. Because there are still comedians that go up there, and their purpose is to offend as many people as they possibly can.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, like shock value comedians? We were talking about that a little bit.
Louis said he really doesn't like that. I get it.
I used to really like that stuff when I was an edgy middle schooler.
It's not really my cup of tea either. I mean, I guess there's not really much wrong with it except for the fact that I don't think it works half the time. So, just besides that, I'm not a big fan of it either, but that's my personal opinion. I'm just one guy on the planet with 7 billion other people on it, so,
Are you one of those people that are like, comedy, you're allowed to say anything you want and there are no restrictions, or do you feel like,
There's taboos.
I mean, there's stuff that well, I don't know. It's, I feel like it's one of those things where, sure you can, freedom of speech and whatever, and you can do what you want at the end of the day, I guess, but, should you do it, really?
No.
That's really
I
a
feel
matter of that, yeah.
Freedom of speech versus freedom, like, from consequences. Like, people say wild shit and don't expect people to be mad about it.
Yeah. They're just like, well, I'm only joking, and shit like that.
Like, maybe you're also expressing your actual thought on things.
Yeah.
Because that definitely is, like, there's no way that you're thinking of that and it's funny if you're not kind of okay with it.
And there's definitely a way that you could work, like, a very, like, I guess taboo kind of topic and then work it into a way to be really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then people sort of, like, accept it. And that's kind of, like, what some comedians seek out to do is really just find things like that and say, like, shit that nobody else would say, But for me personally, it's not what I'm really after, so.
Louis, have you ever watched, like, George Carlin?
I've seen some of his stuff. His shit's kind of shock value, too.
It is, but it's also because it's, like, political.
Yeah.
That's where some of that shock value comes from, because it's taboo just to talk about, not, like, in nature,
I feel like a lot of his stuff is used for, like, not red pill, but, like, pseudo woke people that are like, see, he gets it. Alpha, Sigma males.
I think some of it is overly aggressive, and that is where some of it comes from too. But like, I feel like that's on a different end of the shock value spectrum.
But speaking of shock value comedians, what do you think about cancel culture? I feel like most of stand-up comedy today is people talking about, oh, I hope this joke doesn't get me canceled, and it's just the most tepid fucking...
Yeah, that's
It's
cringy, honestly.
That's cringy,
Really?
but
Yeah.
what do you think about, like, it actually, though? Like, are you afraid of saying the wrong thing and just getting barred from the Chuckle Hut for the rest of your life?
No, I wouldn't say that it's more... I do more like self-deprecating comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that word correctly?
Self-deprecating.
Self-deprecating. Yeah. All right. Sometimes I just be throwing words out there, see if they stick. But yeah, it just it's more so stuff like that. So it's not really. I'm not really in the realm where I'm going to be offending people like that. I mean, I just try to say stuff that's not funny. That's really my main goal when I'm up there. So
What do you think?
Okay, I definitely think that, like, we need to see you perform again. Because I don't know necessarily, just from the one time that I watched you perform.
you don't know what, if I'm funny or not?
No. What you actually mean by self-deprecating. Like,
I've only seen you in person once. Not
Same.
in person, like in person, but like I've only seen you perform once before. And you were kind of self-deprecating then.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of... Well, I mean, if you wanted to see me perform again, there are times where I do shows and I haven't seen you all at them, but that's okay.
dude,
you know,
are you still...
All right.
Are you still performing at, like, some of those bars?
Yeah, I mean, I've been performing at there's a new Michael. I mean, now we're gonna start. Well, you want to start name dropping? Just Michael.
I mean, you can self-promote if you want, man.
All right. Well, I mean, it's not self-promoting; it's just promoting other people. You know?
Gotcha.
Don't do that.
But don't.
But this is
support your local comics and whatever. And
that is how you support local artists.
I hate every local comic except for you.
Well, you have terrible judgment, my friend. But, you know, it's your heart's in the right place. I guess.
I just be on my hater shit sometimes. It's disingenuous.
See, that's a big word. You're gonna have to define that one for me. I've heard that before, but you know,
sometimes
public education gets you, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking nothing.
Nothing.
Sometimes I be saying shit and I don't even realize, like,
Carl,
no one uses that word.
Yeah.
I will say, at least you're not in debt.
At least I'm not. Well, you know, rent's a little late, but you know.
Hey, that's different than college.
Yeah, well.
College is whack.
That's true.
I'm pro dropping out.
In 5 years, for sure, you'll have something to show for what you've done the last 5 years. For me, you know, I could just be nothing.
Oh my God, Carl!
I'm just, you know, there. It is, everybody. Let's get real.
Okay, this does make me want to bring something up. A lot of comedians are kind of depressed. Do you feel like that's still true? I feel like there was more of a period of, like, comedians who were definitely just dealing with some shit. But I feel like most comedians have some sort of depressive state.
All comedians are either mentally ill or drug addicted or both.
You've got to be some
Which one are you, Carl?
That's kind of fucked up, but
both. Yeah. You got to be some sort of fucked up to want to get up there. You know, really, to want to actually stand up in front of people and speak your mind. You got to be some sort of kind of fucked up.
So not to be like a therapist or anything, but like, does a lot of the self-deprecating shit come from like a genuine place? Do you go up there and actually think those things, or do you just kind of do it because it's funny or easy or whatever?
Well, I think part of comedy is just being honest, really. You know, what is it, like 70% of what's funny is like the truth or some shit like that. There's some sort of quote out there, but yeah, I mean, in the moment, a lot of it is just what I'm thinking. So it's just I feel like it's also it works. You know, people like to laugh at me for some reason. So that's one thing.
Are you laughing with them though?
Am I? You know,
because it's okay to be able to laugh at yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
I think that's I think that's healthy. I feel like more people should be able to.
Yeah, more people should definitely be able to laugh at themselves, which is kind of, I guess, if I were to have any goal or any purpose or any like type of, I guess, you know, anyway, purpose. I couldn't think of a third word. Purpose to my comedy, then that's what it would be. Everyone should laugh at themselves more and not take themselves so seriously.
I totally agree with that. Some people are so fucking uptight.
Mm-hmm.
Quite sad.
It's easier for me to laugh at myself and brag about myself.
And you could even do both. You could like poke fun at you could like pretend to be bragging about something and then make it into a joke or something like that. You know, that's another thing. I don't know if we're doing like a writing comedy type.
The old switcheroo.
Yeah.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah. That's the old switcheroo. That's the technique. That's the, if it didn't have a name before, that's what the name is now. The old switcheroo.
Nice.
So, how about that weather?
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually am very happy that it's cool the fuck off. I hate the summer.
You don't like the fucking summer?
No, dude.
Why?
Not when it gets to just being fucking hot, like all
Like
the fucking
humid?
time. Yeah,
Like,
I hate that shit.
I like to sweat.
Gross.
very.
Didn't need to know that, Louis.
You've seen my sweaty ass before.
Hell?
What the
All right.
It's not
Is that
new
what happened
information.
in the last podcast?
I haven't listened.
I haven't listened to it yet. They posted it. I'm not a bad friend. They posted it today.
Yeah.
So the day of. Well, I mean, I don't know if I just ruined the illusion. I didn't know if you guys. You might want to edit that out.
No, you
guys
don't.
Have some type of.
We can show all the magic behind the curtain. Today is the day that we officially uploaded the first episode, so, you know, we can just kind of be talking into the void, though. That's what I keep saying.
I said that I like that it's not monetized because we can kind of just say whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, for sure. You don't have to worry about advertisements and and expectations and things like that. You know, who needs those?
I don't feel as if anyone expects anything from us.
Well,
It's a good feeling though.
if
Yeah,
you
it's
expect
free.
something
It's
for
free.
yourself,
It's
well,
liberating.
That is true.
Because, like, I don't think anyone that did click on the podcast and want to listen to it thought, oh, this is going to be really good.
Well, I mean, they did. They're like, I know one or two of these people, and
Oh my god.
One or two.
one or two, yeah, maybe.
No, I thought that was you talking.
No, what?
I thought you were talking from the perspective
No,
like,
yeah,
you
I
know
don't know
one
who
or
you
two
are.
of us.
I shook your hand when we came
What the
in.
fuck?
There's this guy sitting right next to me, sitting in the middle here.
It's going to be really interesting when we get, like, different guests in here that we don't know like that, and we're going to have to, like, shake their hands and
Be like,
shit,
nice
and
to
we're
meet
gonna-
you.
And we're going to get them in this hippie, dippy-ass studio, and they're going to be like, whoa, what the fuck did I sign up for?
With the little table and the futon.
This futon's really nice. Shout out the person that got us.
We got it from my fiance's best friend. Solid fucking futon, Rachel. Shout out to Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel! Oh, wait, they went into the red. You might want to edit that part.
Too loud, Carl.
We
Way too
peaked.
loud.
We peaked. We peaked
Oh,
like
big.
Carl in high school.
Yep. It's called a callback. That's what that technique is.
Shout out to Nikki for building the coffee table too.
That was
Super cool.
That was before the episode, so we're calling back to a time that they have no reference to.
Oh, okay, we're like...
Yo, the coffee table folds up so then we can slide it out of the way and
No
have
way.
floor space if we need it.
That's pretty impressive. She's pretty crafty.
Yeah.
I have no ability like that of doing anything.
Man, I can't even make mac and cheese. I burnt it the other day. It was like...
We be adulting
Getting
sometimes, y'all. It's kind of
So,
weird.
Over the summer, I broke the bed frame at my parents' house.
Oh my
It's
god.
like this wood bed frame. And so what I had to do was I had to go to the Home Depot and get like nails, and I had a hammer already. So I fucking like took the bed off the thing and tried to like hammer and nail it back together.
Holy shit.
It didn't really go back together. So for months and months, every time I go to my parents' house, like half the bed is like on the floor, like it's like sagging.
Caved inward?
Yeah, it like
okay.
caved in on one side.
Oh my god.
So we're living rough out here, you know.
Man, I don't even have a bed frame. Sometimes we're just,
What do you
it's not
mean,
living-
Carl?
What?
What do you
Yeah,
mean, Carl?
I don't
What
know.
happened to your Giant bed frame.
My giant bed frame. You got to downsize, man. I don't got that much space. I got like 2 square feet.
You finally replaced it?
Yeah.
Nice.
You pawned it.
Yeah, man. I got like $1 gajillion off that shit.
How big of a bed frame?
It was his entire room, man.
What do you mean? What does that mean? I don't understand what that means.
His entire room.
It was so big that it was the entire room?
It was basically the entire room. I had no space. It was suffocating me.
What? Did it have
an
like...
actual little
Dude,
bed.
I didn't understand how you even got it in there.
I mean, well...
Did it have like...
You take it apart first, Preston. You know, there's
Holy
got
shit.
things called screwdrivers.
Does it have like pillars and like curtains on it, like an old like Southern style?
No,
like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't physically
very
understand what you're
Dude,
talking
was it a
about.
queen size bed? I thought it was like a king.
No, well, there was a queen size bed, but it was a king size mattress. So that's what the issue was. So I had to.
What the fuck, Carl? How did we get here?
Yeah, why are we talking about mattresses right now?
I just want to find more about Carl's bedroom.
What the fuck?
That's all it was.
Well, I mean, if you took me to a dinner or something, you know, after
Nice.
the podcast. But, you know, let's see where this goes.
Let's feel it out first.
Look at how much the audio peaked when
Right.
Carl was clapped.
I have giant.
That's the ear rape part of the...
Oh my god. Warning to headphone
yeah,
users.
for sure.
What else do we want to talk about? Who's your favorite comedian? Like,
Who's my favorite, like, local or...
In general.
National? Or,
in general. Or you could do both.
In general. Just, like, in
Ever.
all the planet.
All of comedy.
And all of comedy ever.
You could give
Man.
You could give a top 5 if that would be easier.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that wouldn't be easy.
Or top 3.
Alright, we'll do a top 3.
I think sometimes that can be easy. You know.
What?
I can't
Top
give
5
like
or-
an absolute favorite movie, but I could give like 5 of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like 5 may be too many. I feel like, well, we can narrow it down to 3, you know. We don't,
2.5.
don't want to reveal too much about myself.
Honestly, like, top 5 would be all the comedians that I like.
Yeah, that top 5
Just
would be
about.
all the comedians that I know, probably.
So yeah, don't do a top 5. Then. Do like a top 2 or whatever.
How about we'll do...
What the fuck does it matter?
Well, I mean, see, because I want to answer the question
We,
correctly.
we have to figure out
I
what
need
the
to
question is
understand
before
the
we
question.
ask.
What is the question?
What are your top 2 comedians
My top 2 comedians
ever,
ever
all time?
of all time. All right.
Carl Harris.
Yeah, Carl Harris definitely number 1. I like Hannibal Buress. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
He's really
Of
fun.
course. I don't know if he's a little just a little known comedian. I don't know if you all know him or heard his name.
Kind of underground.
Kind of underground, yeah.
You know, he's been featured on songs before. Have you ever heard Hannibal Buress verse before?
Yeah, I've been hearing he does like rapping and stuff, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll stop stalling. Number 2, let's see. I'll do a local guy. Well, he's a sometimes local guy. One of my favorite comedians I've seen is Dan Alton. He's a pretty funny dude. He's does a lot of awkward comedy. He has like a big curly barbershop mustache.
That's cool.
Nice.
Pretty cool guy.
I ain't got no fur coat, but I got a book bag full of Merlot. I'm lying, I ain't got no fucking Merlot. I drink whiskey, but I do want a fur coat. This shit is trippy.
That really is the greatest American scam, the dollar menu with tax.
Yeah, with tax. That is so garbage.
Because the fact that, you know, it's called the dollar menu, and I can go into McDonald's with $1 and not get anything besides, like, a soft drink, that's bullshit.
Yeah, like you gotta have $1 and then like maybe 5 pennies that you found on the ground.
More than that.
Shit like that.
More than that, yeah.
More than
it's
that.
like
What, like
15 cents a lot of time and
oh
shit.
shit. Well,
Fucking whores. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
that is pretty.
I'm supposed to pay 15 cents more over $1 on
that's
the
an
dollar menu?
injustice.
That's like 15% more than $1. That's bullshit, man.
I agree.
That is, I think, mathematically.
Equals bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, You know, a lot of fast food places, they actually make their money on soft drinks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's where the money really comes from.
Yeah.
Is that so?
Yeah, because think about how much they charge for soft drinks. It'll be
It's
like
literally
make
fucking
it a meal.
water
Or
and
it's like
flavoring.
65 cents probably for that fucking, probably not even for that syrup.
Yeah.
Or whatever they put into it. So.
It's practically nothing.
Proportionately, it's super cheap.
So
that's what people pay for. I'm not gonna take the syrup and then squeeze it into the drink and shit. And I don't even know how to make it.
Get the syrup yourself.
A robot does it.
I'm not a scientist, man. I don't know how to put that shit together.
Neither are the fucking fountains at McDonald's though too, because those be boof as hell too.
It's more advanced than anything I'll ever make.
Sometimes I'll like pour up a Sprite in a McDonald's, and the syrup will just bust in there, and you just you can just taste so much fucking syrup, and it's gross.
Yeah, man. Well, sometimes life gives you surprises, and
sometimes the Sprite syrup comes in your mouth. That's okay.
Yeah. That's okay.
And you just gotta swallow it, because bitters are quitters. You just gotta swallow. What are you gonna not? You just paid an extra 15 cents for that.
I'll pour it out
for that soda.
I don't care. I'll pour it out.
Well,
oh my god.
Maybe that's what the tax is for. Those people that be pouring out the syrup while you just drink it. Be a man. Come on now.
Number one food waste is Sprite syrup.
Yeah, Sprite syrup.
Syrup. I reduce a lot of words in just one syllable.
Yeah.
Syrup.
Well, man,
that's some country shit.
It is some country shit.
You just don't like to waste
time. I didn't realize that
saving time.
Constantly asking people, hey, you good? Is like a southern thing. I didn't know that for a long time. And then I asked them and they're like, yeah, it definitely is. Like, fuck, I don't even know where I picked that up, how I developed that. And I say y'all. Y'all's an easy one to incorporate into your vocabulary.
I think southern culture is being gentrified. Because I feel like everybody says y'all now.
That is true.
People in fucking Wyoming will say y'all.
I think it's just a more...
like a friendly way of speaking?
Well, like, Midwesterners will sound alike, even though that's a big area. And, like, the South kind of intermingles with that a lot. Like, there's parts of Pennsylvania that are called Pennsyltucky by, like, people in Philly. Because it's the rednecky part of Pennsylvania that's in the Appalachian Mountains. Like, there's part of most states in the Midwest, and especially just, like, there's a lot of empty space in New York. So there are rednecks in New York State.
Mm-hmm. I hate the way East Coast people talk.
What does that mean?
I hate the...
Controversial. Let's go for it.
You just lost everyone on the eastern hemisphere of the world.
Like the Boston accent,
that
terrible.
is kind of a...
The Philadelphia accent, terrible.
All of them gone.
I feel like
hot take.
I feel like it's fair because people there are probably like, I hate Southern accents. They sound so stupid.
We sound good.
We sound good.
And we're not that South.
We're not.
It's like
saying
it's like
we're the dumb ones. We sound good.
You know,
but people from like
there are some obnoxious accents in like Alabama and shit.
The worst is like New Orleans and like Baltimore.
Yeah.
Those people don't even like speak English.
Man, there's something.
Dude, Creole is like sort of English, sort of French, sort of Spanish, and
it's horrible.
It is awful on the ears. It's about as bad as like German.
Nothing better than two white guys insulting everyone that doesn't speak like them.
No, but I also really like some accents. I like those northeastern accents.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you think, Carl? So it's not just...
I feel like there's some nice southern accents.
I don't care.
So, would you say you have an accent?
What if it was...
Because I know I do, even though I don't really hear it.
I don't know. I don't really have like a... I don't really know the names or the... I guess the... what you would call most of the accents that like here and stuff like that. I don't know if I'd have like a favorite accent or anything like that.
I do feel like because of the internet, there is kind of a more general American accent for people under a certain age who have like just watched a lot of television as kids and shit. The fact that kids can be watching Peppa Pig and picking up a British accent like definitely says that, oh, if you were watching these shows at this
that
age,
means that your parents don't talk to you enough.
So what are you saying, that we're all talking like Peppa Pig? That's fucking crazy.
No, but like...
So, Carl, what if... I'm bringing it back. So, I'm not going to let you weasel out of this. So, what if it was a situation where you care? Like, what if, like, there was this beautiful girl, and she
What
just...
are you talking about?
And she... I was going to finish.
Let me finish.
So, there's this beautiful girl, and she's beautiful until she opens her mouth and she has just this horrible accent. She just has this horrible accent.
Does it matter?
Does it matter? Then I would just say don't speak.
That's more controversial than anything we've said, I think.
Holy shit.
Just don't speak.
It's alright. No, we can just cut out the entire bit.
We can't cut out all of this. Some of the hot takes we're saying are gonna have to be up.
No.
Hey, it adds to the listenability, honestly.
What's the hottest take you all have?
I don't know. I guess it depends.
I wouldn't say I
Give
believe
guns
in
to
any...
preschoolers.
Oh my god.
Why would you? Yeah.
I don't necessarily believe in any conspiracy theories. I try not to subject myself to that mentality, but I definitely believe in like some ghost and chupacabra and some shit. Like,
I believe in global warming. I'd say that's probably the hottest take thing. Literally.
oh my god. Oh my god.
I was gonna say that if you weren't gonna say that, but that doesn't take away how bad it was. I'm just glad it's not me taking the heat for every shitty thing being said. Oh fuck!
Look at you. You already did it.
I'm gonna shoot myself in the head.
God. I think that's fine.
That's
Isn't this what a lot of podcast people do? They just try to say things that
some outrageous
will
shit
make people mad.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
I don't want to do that though.
But I feel like shooting yourself in
maybe
the
for
head,
this episode, just for the hell of it.
We're cloud chasing, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to be like one of the Jake Paul or the Logan Paul or anything like that.
That would make me shoot myself.
I am Jake Paul.
Oh no! Listen, I have the reincarnation of it.
Peels off the mask.
On to the next one. No, he's here right now.
He's here right.
Oh my god! Sign my chest, Jake Paul.
Ew.
That was a joke.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, he laughed.
I like how you tried to do
So
the
it
deep
was a
voice
joke.
after that, so it sounded, like you meant to do that. Like you're
Not
still
just saying some shit.
Not asking other men to. It's okay. I'm not really Jake Paul. I could still sign your chest if you want.
Oh.
I mean, I am a famous podcaster.
We'll see where this podcast goes, and you still need to buy me that dinner,
A nice lunch.
Or yeah, that nice sandwich or whatever.
Call back.
The potato salad at McAllister's.
Fuck McAllister's.
Oh!
Holy shit.
It's on site with McAllister's.
Yo, McAllister's is actually pretty damn good, so.
Yeah.
I like it. They got the French dip, bro.
Did you hear about the time my girlfriend went there and she just never got her food? It was on her birthday, too.
Oh, for real?
She was literally there for like
Damn.
30 minutes before I got there, and
did you tell them that it was her birthday? Maybe they would have done something different.
No, she didn't. She didn't want to be that person.
What if she said that and they were like, it's a lot of people's birthdays, and just didn't get her?
What if they just broke down crying?
We're so sorry.
Not on your birthday.
Oh,
She never got her food though.
Oh.
We were waiting there for like over an hour, and she never got it.
Maybe someone ate it.
Probably.
Free food's free food.
No, it said birthday girl on it, and then somebody said, "Oh, it's my birthday. This must be for me. Thank you." And they ate it. That's why she never got it.
Someone who didn't even order came up to McAllister's and they were like, "Oh, this is
oh my God, how'd you know?
This is the this is the birthday girl sandwich."
I always wanted a French dip with a side of potato salad.
For the record, I have my arm around Preston. Like,
I know, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm leaning way all the way over here.
I have my.
He's got some reach, so I don't know.
He's got some reach.
I do got long motherfucking arms.
Louis, you can scoot over a little more. There you go. There you go, bud.
What, you didn't like it?
I wanted to smack you, but I didn't know how you would react.
Oh, that's
See what
what
I
you were
like?
doing? I didn't realize that's what you were doing.
Trying to shoot you
Yeah, I
away.
saw him doing that. I was like, what are you doing?
Preston left his cat in a closet.
What a terrible person.
It was an accident.
You made me sick.
You make me sick.
Do you think that's like a sign that you'd be a bad father too? Like,
Oh my God, Louis.
Like if you, like what if?
Holy shit. Hot take, motherfucker.
Like if you had like
Let's
a,
just jump right into it. You know, that's what we're coming
like
back
if you
to.
had like a
What would
baby
you-
that you had locked in the closet, like that would be like
Babies
really
are
sad.
a lot slower than cats, Louis. Alright? I'll
slower.
say it.
What does that have to do with
What's
that?
He, like, had to just slide in there while I was, like, closing it. He does that shit.
So
Well, he
instead
didn't
of-
do it on
instead of
purpose.
closing
He's got
him-
that slip. He
Instead of
knows.
closing his baby in the closet, he'll close the door on the.
So you're victim blaming the cat.
Oh
What if
my
what
God.
if what if the baby wants to go in the closet, huh?
Yeah, what if he was just exploring?
I'll just leave all the doors open then, Louis.
That's what I do.
No
now.
doors in my house.
It's what you do when you have kids.
Yeah.
leave all the doors.
No doors.
As a father, I have an open door policy.
4 inches. All doors must be open by 4 inches each.
Interesting. That's specific.
At least, yeah.
What do you mean, just like open a little bit?
Yeah, open
Cracked.
a little bit. Cracked.
I mean, a cat can get through 4 inches. A baby can't.
Yeah.
I feel like it depends on how thin the baby is. Shouldn't just make
Why the fuck is the baby that thin?
Shouldn't make assumptions about babies.
Did you just assume Preston's hypothetical baby's size?
I happen to be a very thin baby. I was
I bet you
I
had
was-
a thin head as a baby.
basically a breadstick. I just kind of.
I was tall.
Carl, you have a nice sized head.
You have a nice size.
Size head. Well, you
I
know,
don't-
it's mostly hair. I'm just balancing it out. My head is very misshapen, so
What do you mean misshapen, Carl?
you know, we're not gonna go there.
We're not gonna get into that.
Like if you shaved your hair off, it would be lumpy.
Guys,
Yeah,
I think
everything
I'm
has
going
to be
bald,
hairs,
though.
okay? What?
I think I'm going bald,
You
though.
got hair up there.
I know I got hair up
Shut
there,
the
but
fuck up, Preston.
motherfuckers, I definitely have a receding hairline. My hairline used to be like more like that.
No, it didn't.
This part has receded.
I
It's
think
always
he's
been
always
like
had a
that.
big forehead.
You could say the same thing about
Yeah.
me. It's not like I have a receding hairline.
Yeah.
I have no baldness in my family. The only reason you think that is
I have
because you
baldness
do
in
have
my
baldness in
family.
your family. That's what I'm saying.
It's supposed to be your mother's father. My grandfather is bald as fuck, and he has a receded hairline. It's not like he doesn't have hair. It's just all on the sides and the back.
I'm gonna have
Pattern
salt
baldness.
and pepper in
Yeah.
it then.
And I have some fucking gray hairs. My dad has like a full silver head, and like he's
So he's not bald.
in his 30s. No, he's not bald. There's no baldness
But
on
it's
that
his
side.
mother's father,
Oh, okay.
Carl. It has nothing to do with his actual father.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's my
That's how
grandfather, my
genetics work,
maternal
I guess.
grandfather.
Who the fuck
Somehow.
told you that?
I don't know, that might be
Somewhere,
outdated.
like who?
That might be nonsense. That might be
But-
what they told you to scare you as a kid.
Yeah,
I've looked into
it.
Have you?
Yeah, out of curiosity, I look up shit like that where I'm like, I wonder. You do the internet.
Bald.
Do you think I could pull it off if I grew like a big ass beard?
Yeah.
Could I pull off being bald?
You
Or-
could pull off like full beard. I don't think, not full beard. I think you could pull off full bald. I don't think you could pull off like pattern bald. Like with
There was
No,
actually
on
a
the side
bald
of your head.
guy with a
I'd just
beard.
shave it if it started to get really bad.
That would look fine.
There was a bald guy with a beard outside. He was pretty tall. I thought it was you actually. He was just wearing a baseball cap and like some
Interesting.
regular clothes. For a second I was like, dang, Preston grew out his beard and went bald.
Shaved his head.
Yeah, and shaved his head.
No, I'm trying to grow my hair out right now, actually. I kind of miss having long hair. I kind of liked it. And if I am going bald, I want to be able to grow it out, like, while I still can.
Can we cut back to why do you say interesting like that? You sounded like you had a plan to
What?
find that. He said, I said, yeah, there's a guy out there.
Oh no, I just get told a lot
Interesting.
that like somebody has seen someone who looks like me.
Okay, well,
I have a lot of doppelgangers.
There's nobody that looks like you.
People say that to me too. They're like, oh, this guy is just like some black dude with glasses. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, boy, is it gonna be like some black dude with big hair and glasses? And they're like, yeah, look. And I'm like, yeah, that's just...
My description is generally,
You're like, wow, that's so funny.
I look like most pretty freaking white guys with brown hair. That's kind of just the look. I've literally been to a concert for like some hipster fucking band that I listen to, and literally been like, there are so many people who look almost exactly like me, like wearing the same outfit, sort of shit.
Wearing the same outfit, I see more than looking exactly like you. You don't look like that many people.
I look like more people if I wore my glasses.
You look like
That's
more
more
people.
specific.
You look like more people with your facial hair growing.
Well, I feel like it's better if you look like more people, because then if you commit a crime, the police can't
I
watch
agree.
your face. You know?
Dude, a beard is one of the secrets to getting away with a crime. Because then you
Yeah,
can just
yeah,
shave
yeah.
it and you look entirely different.
That's why.
Long hair too.
That's why you keep growing it. You have a plan.
In case you need to go off the grid or whatever. But
I want to go off the grid, fellas. Fake my
but
death.
when
Let's do it.
When you get off the grid and fake your death, you can't grow out a cool beard because you
Hey,
already committed the crime.
I can live with that.
I feel like faking your death might be cool. And then you could come back like, surprise!
Surprise!
Houdini style.
Houdini, do you think Houdini's alive?
Like Metro Man and Megamind.
Metro Man.
Spoilers. Megamind spoilers if you haven't seen it.
At this point.
Megamind spoilers from 2010.
Dude,
Megamind
I think
is
it's
a
hilarious that he's like...
phenomenal film.
That
I
movie
agree.
is really good.
I think it's hilarious that he is like, yeah, and I figured out a way that I can still keep the emblem. I just can be Music Man. And I'm like, this motherfucker. Really was like...
robes and shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Megamind was a pretty great film. You know, it deserved a better sequel. It did have a sequel.
Megamind had a sequel?
Yeah, it was a straight to DVD kind of like spin-off thing.
It was.
Yeah.
But it was very bad. It deserved a better sequel. You know, apparently Megamind didn't do very good because Despicable Me was...
It was one of those where they like had an immediate competitor.
You know, I definitely would have preferred seeing Megamind flourish than Minions. You know,
Despicable Me was big as fuck.
It was
back in
big
the
as fuck. I
day.
mean, Despicable Me was kind of cool, but I don't know. The Minions be kind of ugly. I'm tired of seeing them everywhere. I'm scared that they integrated themselves into the American culture.
Just pop culture in general.
Yeah.
Minions.
Just Minions are everywhere. It's gross.
I wish I had a Minion phone case.
Oh my fucking god. Don't say that.
It's so scary to look at. Why are they everywhere? They're taking over everything. I hate Minions so much.
Do y'all think that Tupac faked his death? Or Michael Jackson or anything like that? Nah.
No, I think... I like to think that Elvis is alive somewhere.
He definitely died.
He's
died
definitely dead at this point.
He died on the shitter. You think he'd fake that?
Yes.
Maybe if he was a jokester, he said, you know, it'd be funny if I died on the toilet.
It would be more realistic.
That's great.
That was a good conversation we just had, I think.
I agree. Oh, Carl, last episode we talked about like music, and just like our taste and how that's changed and what we think about some modern music and like future music. Did we keep in that part where I was talking about how like music's gotten simpler over time?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember that.
Okay.
Well, if you didn't remember that, you can go back and listen to the first episode. You know, all the fans and the guests out there. You could go back to the first episode and
All the fans and the guests out there talking
the
about you,
Future
the
and
guest,
past
you, the guest who hasn't heard the
hasn't watched the
podcast
first
yet.
episode. You know, we'll all watch the first episode together, and then you can see what Preston's talking about. are referring to.
Watch the first episode.
Yeah, listen. You can watch with your ears.
I get that.
One of the outros of the last episode that I scrapped, I said, "Thank you for watching," and I was like, "Fuck you."
That doesn't make any sense.
You're not watching anything.
Or you can watch.
God damn it, Louie! You're so stupid.
Like that's all of your 6 fans are commenting on it.
Fuck you, Louie.
What an idiot! Unsubscribe. I don't know if you can.
I didn't watch anything.
What are you?
You don't even know how a podcast works.
All right, can we wrap it up?
I'm sure
it's been fun, gentlemen.
I'm so happy that you were the first guest that we had. I don't think that we could have gotten a better first guest.
Yeah.
Honestly, like someone of your stature and notoriety, like it just doesn't exist. Like we don't know anybody else like you that's famous like that. So.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can surpass me. I think this might, you guys might just be a one-hit wonder. Really, you should just delete your first episode, just release this one.
And this is the one hit.
This is the one hit.
This is it. This is the best you're going to do. Just that's it. But honestly, yeah, thanks for having me. I'm honored. Not honored. Well,
You're not honored?
I'm pleasured, I guess.
I'm pleasured.
No, that's a worse word. You're pleasured?
I'm pleasured to be here.
I don't want to pleasure you.
I don't want to pleasure.
You are. What are you going to do about it?
You want to plug your social media, at least?
Yeah, I guess that's something I'll do. Alright, you can find me on Instagram at Carl Harris Comedy. That's my tag. That's what I chose. Whether you like it, I don't care. You can also follow me on Facebook under my name, Carl Harris. There might be a few people on there. Just look for the black guy holding the microphone. I'll be the only one.
I'll be the only one.
You're the only black guy holding the microphone named Carl Harris.
On Facebook, yeah.
On Facebook, anyways.
In the entire world.
Well, thanks again, Carl, for coming. It means a lot. Like, I wasn't bullshitting when I said that. Like, it was really cool. Yeah. But thank you all for listening again. We're going to try and have it uploaded on more platforms this week, like Stitcher and Amazon Podcasts, but you can find us on Spotify, Apple Music. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week.